Right, so the task in hand today is working on Ben's Spec lift. You call this one Charlie?
Yeah, this is Charlie. It's too many Charlies.
Yeah, too many Charlies. So he's had this winch a little while, and I've made up this laser cut framework. What do you call it? Plate, mounting plate. And that's going to go where the hydraulic pump is at the moment. So it's going to be a matter of relocating it, welding the tray on. We also got this nice hook, which is going to go on here, like that. So that's going to allow Ben to winch without ripping a bumper off stuff. So that's the hydraulic pump set to one side, and all of the pieces of steel we don't need all ground off. Just looking to relocate this cable now, and come on back when we get the new tray lined up. So that's offered up off centre because we don't want to interfere with that security pin. It's going to run a couple of pilot holes through here because we've got 80mm worth of box section at the back there as part of the structure of this lift. See where we're at, make sure we can get the bolts in. Well, that's the tray bolted into place. Just need to go ahead and weld it into place now. I deliberately didn't weld these up because I wanted it to, if it warped and moved around a little bit, I doubt it would, but if it did, that'd be an issue. This is why it's going to conform to the bed, which is straight as a roundabout. Alright, so Ben's taking the battery off so we don't fry any equipments on the truck. Marked up where I want to put my beads and go ahead and get that done. So got the centre one as well. I only managed to be able to get 2 of the bolts in because there's structure underneath, we can't get to those. So the hope was that we could really pull it up, but we have to pivot sometimes. So that's all welded real neat. Inside of the seams look real good, which is quite impressive given it's a little bit breezy outside tonight. Otherwise I would have had to have resorted to Ben holding a piece of cardboard or something.
Making excuses.
I'm not making excuses, this is some good welding. But anyway, I'm just going to fill that with weld, but I wanted to get the main lot of stuff done because my gas cylinder is registering really low. Haven't got a lot of gas left, and I like to push it to the wire, otherwise we'd be attaching it to a CO2 fire extinguisher or something. So this, I'm letting that cool down, then I'm going to grind it clean, stick a lick of paint on it, and we'll be good to reassemble. I think Ben's just getting the cabling redone for the hydraulics, and probably figure to do the wiring up of the winch later on. Right, so we've got some black grey, that's the brow colour of this paint on the winch tray, having welded it all up real nice. It's actually looking really solid. Ben's just going around using up the rest of the paint on various bits of his truck. It's going to look like some sort of weird urban camouflage tomorrow. But yeah, that paint is kind of a little bit stiff. We put some thinners in it. It's looking good. Now, just got that eyelet buzzed on there. much bigger than it needs to be, but it's so big so that Ben can use a soft shackle through it without risk of tearing it. I mean, it looks bolshy though, doesn't it? Had a couple more made for my GMC. So that's as far as we're going with it. Ben's going to go ahead and wire that up another day, finish doing it, but the back is broken, giving it a couple coats of paint. I think Ben's now going to take that pot of paint and do the rest of the truck in it. Maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, so that's a good job done.
Epic job done.
Hey, you happy with that, eh?
Very happy, mate. I'll tell you what, wouldn't take it anywhere else.
Good,
For all your fabrication needs, come and see this man.
Oh, don't forget your torches underneath. I thought you might like to see what this winch tray looks like, how we construct it within SolidWorks. You can see how that looks identical to the one that we just installed. If we roll it back to the beginning of the construction, you have this called a boss extrude. It's made up of this drawing. So 560 by 400. Then I'll take a cut on the side. So that's made up of this sketch. So we just have that sketch there, just make it up that way. Then we have another cut, which is the fair lead. We'll add a couple of fillets to the sides just to smooth that edge off. Then we add the hole features on the bottom side. And we wanted to add some pockets there so that when it's folded we'll have some little drain outs. Again with some more fillets. Another cut and extrude on the back side. And then we convert it to sheet metal, which is quite a cool feature. You know, we use all of these controls up here. This is the part of the feature where you would be converting it to sheet metal, so you can have the sheet metal on the inside of your solid object or the outside. You set the thickness that you want. This is 5mm thick steel. You can set your corner treatments, and everything just worked out exactly how we wanted it. Send that off to the laser cutting company. They cut it all out and fold it for me, and I literally did nothing to it that you didn't see me do on video. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you need anything like this fabricating or making up, designing, then get in contact. You can find me on rockhard.co.uk.